Happy game day, Sooner Nation. Welcome to Sooner Surge Game Time here on a Saturday where the Sooners get back to their normal 11 a.m. kick against Temple in Philadelphia. Fun road trip for Sooner fans. I expect them to have a pretty good crowd there in Philly. And before we get started on this video, make sure you like and subscribe to our content here at the Sooner Surge. Check out the Fan Stop at thefanstop.com. But guys, let's get right to it today on Sooner Surge Game Time. Keys to the game.
Well, keys to the game. It's a game you're favored by 24 points. The key is a couple of things. You get out injury-free, you win the game, and you are the more physical, dominant team, which you should be. You're way more physical of a team. You're more talented. You can't be sleepwalking at 11 a.m. You got to go out there and put the pedal to the metal early and just put it away. And that's what needs to happen. You know, we've talked a lot, guys, this week about, this game and where it's kind of sandwiched in between. But this is a game OU should win and win handily. Favored by 24. In my opinion, you should win by more than that. It's just something they should do. Now, the keys in a game like this is can't turn the ball over. That's the number one thing. Now, OU's against the turnover margin, they're 4-0 this year. They've lost 2 turnovers in each game, so they haven't been good in that. It needs to start better this week. So you can't lose a turnover margin. And I think the other thing is try to get some type of running game going if you can. But you know what, guys? I'll say this too. If you can't, throw the ball. You got to score points.
Yeah, and I think for this game this week, Oklahoma, if they're any semblance of a team that they maybe showed flashes of being against Michigan, of them potentially being a really great team this year, being a perennial playoff contender and maybe competing for more. And it's the fact that you need to come into this game and you need to dominate, win by 30-plus, Jay, as you said. This is a Temple team. Yes, they're improved, but you're an Oklahoma team that should come in and dominate. And keys to the game for me, you need to run the ball. That's the first thing, Jay, as you said it. Get Jaden Ott going this week. Let Jaden Ott get a feel behind this offensive line. In my opinion, I think Jaden Ott gets 20-plus carries in this upcoming game. You run him, you let him get into a rhythm because we know the talent, the potential he has there. And then for me, defensively, force some turnovers. They haven't forced one defensive turnover yet this year. And that is shocking with how good this defense has been. They haven't forced one yet, so that'll be something to watch. And also, special teams needs to be a lot better.
Absolutely. Special teams need to be better. This team needs to get more sacks, more TFLs, more turnovers, okay? That's what I want to see on the defense side. And the offense, score quickly. Put a lot of points on the board, sling it around the yard, have gaping holes against a team you're much more physical than. All those things. But I think even on top of all that, get out of there injury-free in Philadelphia. Guys, let's go. Let's move ahead to Sooner standouts on offense and defense, guys.
Sooner standout for offense. I don't think I've been right yet on that through 2 games, so I probably won't be again. But offensively, I'm going to go with the guy that's been pretty good for Oklahoma so far, and I think he gets his first touchdown of the year. And I think it's Jaren Kanak. I think Kanak has another game where he gets maybe 80 to 100 yards receiving. He's been around that. He's been pretty good all year long. I don't know what his totals are, but I see him getting a decent amount of yards, and I see him getting a touchdown. So I'm going to go with Jaren Kanak. Are we just doing offense? You want me to do
defense? Defense too.
Defense for me, I think I said it earlier on another video. I think Heineke gets the interception, and I'm going to go with Owen Heineke.
Yeah, for me on offense, I'm going to go with Jaden Ott. I think this is a week in which you see him get going finally. You saw him have off the brace last week. You still looked a little bit hesitant at times, but this week I think he's going to get a feel for it, be able to really find himself in this offense and show why he was an elite back that came to Oklahoma. And defensively, I'm going to have to go with Marvin Jones Jr. I don't know if this is a name that's even been said yet all year long. I think he's just the guy that's going to be ultra consistent for you. And I wouldn't be shocked if he has 2 to 3 TFLs in this game and really just shows why he's the consistent guy on the defensive line that's played a ton of football.
Yeah, my offensive standout guy, City of Brotherly Love. I'm going to give some love to Isaiah Satania, who really needs to redeem himself. Had a big drop, wide open, big drop on a critical third down play last week. Fumbled a punt. Did have a big catch on the sideline on the Mateer scramble. But I look for Isaiah Satania to look really good tomorrow, or today, actually, there in Philly. And then defensively, there's so many names that could stand out. I think they're going to try to run the ball a lot and try to run some clock. But I'm going to say RSJ. I think RSJ is going to be really good in the running game, and I think he's going to make some big-time plays with some big-time hits. So I'm going Robert Spears-Jennings for my defensive standout. Guys, let's get to the national games. We're going to go with 3 of them. Some big games nationally, even in the SEC, but we're going to start with the non-con showdown between Notre Dame and Texas A&M.
Well, I like the throwback voice, Jeremy. This one, I'm going Texas A&M. It's going to be a tough environment, I think, at Notre Dame, but I think Texas A&M gets this tomorrow. Tonight.
I have Notre Dame because I think that CJ Carr is a really good QB. I think this is a good Notre Dame team. I think they just lost to a great team in Miami this past week. So I think that Notre Dame's going to win at home.
I'm with you, Jay. It's Texas A&M in a road environment. Elko, I think, is building what he wants there. They're going to come there with toughness, with some physicality. And Notre Dame's on the ropes, guys. If they lose this game, I think they got a lot of pressure on them at home to take care of business, and I don't think they're going to do it. I think A&M's going to win this one. Let's move ahead to the next one, which is a big-time SEC matchup, guys. It's Tennessee. It's Georgia.
Give me the Vols. I think Heupel seem to do pretty well at home, and I tell you what, I think it remains to be seen for me with Georgia and Stockton and see how good he is. I think this environment, I think Tennessee gets him.
If anyone has had the number of Josh Heupel, it has been Kirby Smart. Tennessee's not been good against them since Josh Heupel got hired there, and I think Georgia is going to come in defensively and dominate. Tennessee's without their 2 starting corners, I believe, still in this game, so I think that Georgia is going to come into this game and win.
I think it's a statement game for Joey Aguilar, and I think he states in a positive way. I think they're going to score some points, and I don't think Georgia can score with Tennessee, frankly. I'm not sold on Georgia's offense. Carson Beck left Athens and has looked like a far better player in Miami, and I think that's a result of kind of the system there that Georgia has, which is this pro style, just score enough to win, and they're not going to score enough against Tennessee. I got the Vols, Rocky Top. Let's go to the next one. Showdown in Death Valley. Florida Gators coming off a loss to USF. Billy Napier is wondering, how much time do I have left? And now they're strolling into Death Valley to face LSU. Guys, who do you got?
No, I'm LSU, and LSU's winning this game. They're going to drill Florida. I think this. They squeaked out a win against Clemson in another big time game. I think LSU makes a statement against Florida.
Yeah, I'm utterly shocked how bad that Florida's looked this year up to this point. I thought they would honestly be a top tier team in the SEC this year. So I think LSU is going to win, and I would not be shocked if this is a 14-plus point win by LSU.
I have the Gators, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. DJ Lagway, Billy Napier. That game last week was a trap game written all over it. They're going to fight for Billy Napier, and I think they're going to score points on LSU's defense. And I've got DJ Lagway and company going into Death Valley and stealing one against LSU. Now let's get to this game, guys. OU versus Temple, getting away here in a couple hours. What you got? Score predictions.
OU, first time this year, icy whites, baby. Love the uniforms on the road. Always do. Give me the icy whites. I'm going 41-13 Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm going Oklahoma with the score of 48-10.
And I got the Sooners 41-9. I've got them allowing 3 field goals today, and 41-9. Sooners get it done. Guys, Give us your score predictions of the national games as well as this game here in the comment section of this video. You got a couple hours to do that, a few hours to do that before this game kicks off. And then we'll be on immediately following the game for our instant reaction post-game live, as well as 9:30 tonight for our usual live show. Fun night of football, fun day of football. Enjoy it in front of your television, and we'll catch you later, Sooner Nation.